Welcome to another episode of That Vanlife Cooking Show, and today I am going to show you how to make my trademark burrito. It's the fastest thing in the kitchen by far. Harriet hasn't touched it even by like half the speed yet in the things we've been making. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how to make that, but don't forget you can buy the ebook. You can download the ebook. It's got all the recipes we make in the show and some more, and you better use them for your everyday life. And this is kind of ideal for people who don't love cooking because it's simple ingredients. We use ingredients you can get anywhere. Tortillas everywhere in the world. Peppers everywhere in the world. Avocado nowadays everywhere in the world. So it's like simple ingredients but really, really delicious food. Anyway, we're gonna do this in real time because basically we're not gonna have to edit it the speed I can make wraps. So we're gonna add in some oil and now I'm gonna chop up the pepper. You can just take the seeds out, chuck them out the door.
I literally don't have to do anything at all.
You can just stand there,
stand here
just
and
looking
watch.
amazed at the efficiency that you're
now
seeing.
I can do. Do you want me to take B-roll?
Yeah, do some B-roll. So start off, put in some pepper. Pepper takes a little bit longer to cook, and then we're going to add in some ginger. You can cut the ginger. I just cut the weird knobs off it, but I just leave the skin on because it's basically faster, and it's easier to cut the ginger from a top ways down. Cut it too fine, it might burn. So we're just going to do it like that and chuck that in the pan. We're going to do mushrooms with this. Mushrooms, again, you can get mushrooms anywhere in the world, and they're amazing. They've got lots of some random vitamins or something in there, which is good. Downside mushrooms, if you don't have a fridge in your van, they don't last like a massive amount of time. You've got to be careful, like if they're in a plastic packet or something, open them up so they don't sweat out too much.
If they start looking really dodgy, if you just peel them, that kind of tends to.
Yeah, you've got to be.
Full on mouldy.
You've got to be careful with mushrooms. Once I used like mold, like they were slightly moldy. This is like way back,
yeah,
10 years ago. And I was like, oh, I just brushed the mold off of you.
Really?
Not okay. So just basically, you're gonna fry these up all together, and that's looking good. We can add maybe a tiny bit of garlic granules if Harriet hasn't hidden them. But I didn't like too much garlic in wraps. Just like a little sprinkle can kind of add a little bit of extra flavour. Okay, we're gonna be using cheddar cheese, but you can use any cheese. Brie can be delicious in wraps.
You put the cheese in there?
No, I'm just preparing it.
Oh, okay.
So as this is getting a bit hotter, then what I'll do is I'll steam the wrap. But I'm just preparing the cheese now. I'm preparing the avocado. I'm gonna make wraps of two wraps. And they're gonna be egg for the main protein, but obviously you could fry up a little bit of chicken or you can use chorizo. Chorizo is delicious. Not very healthy for you, so I wouldn't recommend using chorizo on a daily basis. I did that and it messed up I was messing with my lower intestines. These are just like tomato and rosemary infused wraps. These are fancy ones, but you can just get wraps from anywhere in the world. So what I'm gonna do is, as this is starting to fry, the humidity coming off them will kind of just soften them up. And the main value of them being soft in my mind, and you can kind of fry them, and that is obviously delicious, but we're going for speed. So basically by doing this means that I can like just soften them up, and when it comes down to it, they just like when you roll up the burrito at the end, they kind of stick together better and they don't split so much. We're gonna put some lime in at the end. I love lime. Lime is always good in burritos, but one of the annoying things, when you squeeze it, it's like fine, and poof, and it explodes. What you can do to stop that happen is just stab it a bunch.
Oh, top tips.
Top tips. And we will also put in some hot sauce. This is Scotch bonnet hot sauce. You've got to be careful. If you're going to Spain, you cannot get good hot sauce in Spain or France or Italy. So you've got to travel with it, import it. I've got some great stuff from New Mexico. Oh my god, that's amazing. But I've run out. So anyone in New Mexico want to send me some hot sauce, that would be amazing too. So that's it, probably enough for that side. Flip to that side. You can put all sorts of spice, paprika, smoked paprika, different things. You can just like change it up, and that's what's really nice about burritos. Is like you don't have to eat the same meal every day, even if it's the same format. You can just completely cook it in a different way. So they're done basically. Right, and now I will put in the eggs. So for 2 wraps, I'll put in 3 eggs. So for breakfast burritos, what I'll often do is just leave the eggs as they are and let them fry, because then you can kind of like, somehow it's nice when it's all together in a wrap, and then the yolk kind of disperses in it when it's not cooked. But if it's more of a meal, I'll just stir it all up and just break it all up. But we're gonna leave that for now, let them cook a little bit, while I sort out the other side. It's much faster if you just stir it all up. So we're doing a slow wrap today.
Slow wrap. What are we on? 5 minutes?
With intro, yeah?
Yeah.
So, just gonna put in the avocado. Avocado is amazing in wraps. What I'm gonna do with the cheese, I'm gonna put the cheese in kind of on top of it, let it cook together, and it just make it a little bit melted. You don't like melted cheese, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Who was that? Oh, that's Linda. Get confused. While I'm at it, I'm just going to put on the hot sauce, if I can open it. Don't want, well, depends on how spicy you like it. I don't overwhelm it. This is quite spicy sauce. I actually like spice, but like if it's a breakfast, do you really want to be burning your face off for breakfast? Another thing is contentious is mayonnaise. I actually like a little line of mayonnaise in the wrap. Somehow it just adds that extra bit of flavour and is delicious. So this is already cooking quite well. Gonna flip it all over. Basically, you always got to remember in life that if you've got the stuff available in your van, you're always just 7 minutes away from an amazing burrito meal. 7 minutes. You're sitting there bored, I'm hungry. Bam! 7 minutes later, you got your meal. Okay, so that's done now, I think. Yeah. B-roll this. Put about half of it in each one. You don't want the cheese to turn into like the oil state. You want it to still be chunks, else it kind of gets a bit weird. And especially if you're stirring it all up together, it's not good to do that. So basically that's it. We have 2 delicious burritos. The wraps are just a little bit toasted around the edge. And here is a delicious, oh, what did I do? I didn't do the lime. One doesn't have lime in. We'll just have a penalty. Right.
Whoa, that is some wrap making
Boom.
skills.
There we have it.
What's the time check?
Some amazing wraps. So that was, well, 8 minutes 20 with all our introduction. So it's probably about, might even be less than 7 minutes. So here we have it. A couple really nice burritos. Yeah, we're just gonna probably just not edit this one. Well, we'll edit this bit because we want to put some B-roll in, but in general, the time frame which we'll use in the thing will be the same as we made it. So imagine that's you're sitting there, you're sitting in your van, you're just like, oh, I'm hungry, but you've got wraps, you've got avocado, you've got some vegetables, doesn't matter what vegetables, you've got a bit of like spices, bam, wrap. 7 minutes later, you're a happy person because you have these to eat. Taste test, this is
my turn.
your turn.
They're good.
Hmm?
Really
Awesome.
good. Yeah, and that sauce is good too.
There we have it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Obviously this is the main recipe of the cookbook, the Triumph piece de resistance. And thank you for watching, and obviously share this with a friend, because what went into this wrap is basically pretty healthy food. Veg, avocado, lime, bit of cheese, sneaky bit of cheese in there, and then the wrap itself, which is okay, it's kind of bread, but it's not unhealthy to eat this stuff if you're exercising and doing something with your time. So super healthy food, super fast, probably like £1, like $1.20.
Yeah.
You know, breakfast $1.20 in 7 minutes. I challenge you to make something as good as this in less time.
Yeah. That's a great challenge.
Do a response video, you send it, and we'll like feature it on the channel, just showing like, these guys have done it. and then we'll take a view. Maybe we'll cook it ourselves and see whether we like what you've done. So you're welcome. If you're a YouTuber, you got a channel, make a response video, and we're going to follow up with this. Thanks for watching. Download that ebook, support this show, keep this show on the road, and we will see you next week.